Thank you. My name's Bronwyn Paynter. I'm an occupational therapist and a nature connection guide. I show people how to build a flourishing life by connecting with nature. Have you ever felt stressed, overwhelmed, anxious, or perhaps like me, you're a professional workaholic and work takes more energy out of your life than it should? In our Western culture, we're taught that success looks like owning more, being more, buying more, working harder and working longer. But this is literally making us sick. As a culture, we are sicker, sadder, lonelier and less connected than ever before. So I've found a really easy, accessible solution for people to learn to slow down and care for themselves is by spending time in nature. And I do this through the practice of nature therapy, which is based on the Japanese concept of Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, which is literally about bathing ourselves in a natural environment, but we do keep our clothes on. There's so much evidence now about the benefits of connecting with nature. So the Harvard School of Public Health and the World Health Organization have both recently published major reviews of the scientific peer-reviewed literature that supports the benefit of being in nature for our health. We know without a doubt that being in a natural environment calms down our sympathetic nervous system. That's our fight-flight response. We know that being in nature lowers our blood pressure, reduces our cortisol, which is that stress hormone that makes us feel like we're on stage. We know that being in nature boosts our immune system. It reduces depression and anxiety. It improves our mood, increases creativity, and gives us a sense of vitality. And it also helps us think more clearly. But all of those facts and figures don't really mean that much. It's what it feels like that matters to people. 18 months ago, I went to a talk on nature and forest therapy, and I was so inspired by how I felt when the speaker talked about what it was like to be in nature. And so I went off and pursued some training in nature and forest therapy. And I would like to offer us all now a little mini experience of what that can feel like. So if it feels comfortable for you, I invite you to close your eyes. And just picture in your mind a tree that you know. It might be a tree that's in your garden, or a tree that you remember from your childhood. And just notice what that tree looks like. How tall is it? How big is the canopy? Are there leaves? Or are the branches bare? Can you see the sunlight through the leaves? And then imagine yourself walking up to the tree and placing a hand on the trunk. What does it feel like? Is it smooth or is it rough? Is it warm or cool? And next, take your attention to your sense of hearing. What does it sound like with your tree? Is there bird song? Can you hear the sound of the leaves moving in the wind? Can you hear the sound of leaves crunching under your feet? And then when you're ready, just bring your attention back into this room. And without speaking, just gently open your eyes. And then I invite you to turn to the person next to you, and with just one word, respond to the question, what are you noticing? So turn to the person next to you. What are you noticing? One word. And then exchange that. So know that you have that tree in your mind whenever you want to go there. And my passion now is in sharing with people the experiences of doing that in nature outside. So we have that power in our minds and we're not even in nature. To do that in a natural environment and provide slow, sensory-based, mindful experiences in nature can be really powerful for people to manage their anxiety, their stress, their busyness. And so that's what I do in my work. I provide nature-based sensory experiences. You can follow what I do on my Facebook page, Flourish Nature-Based Wellbeing. And I also work with health professionals to show them how to incorporate the power of nature into their practice, and with businesses to look at how can we incorporate nature into our workplace design or corporate wellbeing programs. So I encourage you to be open to nature, and I'll see you in nature.